Hello and welcome to another episode of Atlanta Brickco TV. Today we're doing another minifigure battles challenge.
Yes.
We just did one last week, but we're doing another one this week. It'll be fun. All right.
That's usually how it works.
Yeah, back to back, you know. All right, but one thing that is different from last week is we have a whole new host of builders ready to undertake this challenge, and two of them are new to the minifigure battles. So I'm excited to see how you guys do, how you fare in this very daunting challenge. It's very difficult. It is
against a seasoned veteran.
Exactly. This challenge has driven people to madness.
Pride
I will
the
tell
fall.
you. It's crazy. All right, so for those of you watching who don't know, this is Andy, Daniel. You've seen Daniel before if you watch minifigure battles, and then Vogan. So both Andy and Vogan are new to this, and because of that, I'm going to explain the rules one more time. You have to build a single minifigure inside a 16 by 16 landscape. It doesn't have to be on a landscape. You could just put it on a minifigure stand, but pretty much everybody who's won a minifigure challenge has done so by building a cool scene to go with it. Daniel could tell you.
All right. His words, not mine.
That was a compliment. Maybe a backhanded one. But anyway, in just a second I'm going to announce the theme, and then you kind of theme your minifigure to that genre that I'm going to announce.
All right.
So the one for this week is you have to build an elemental bender from the Avatar universe.
Ooh, I like that.
So have you all seen Avatar: The Last Airbender or maybe Legend of Korra?
Absolutely, I've seen every episode.
You've seen those?
I've
Yep.
seen parts
I've
of
seen
it.
both.
You know the concept, yeah. Long ago, the four nations lived in harmony, then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. This is where you're dropped in. And so you have to build a bender who can bend one of the four elements. That would be air, fire, water, or earth. And I think I did them out of order.
Does that mean Bender from Futurama is off limits? Does that not count?
You could technically do a metal bender, but that would...
I just mean the character Bender.
Different franchise, different property. No. So we're trying to stick to that one, and it could be a little bit Asian themed. You have a lot of Ninjago pieces to work with. You even have some official Lego Avatar pieces that you could use. However, those are kind of hard to find. We might have a few in the back.
and be gentle with them.
Yeah, you can use your own pieces or the store's pieces, but you have a week, and I'm really excited to see what you guys do. How do you guys feel about the theme? Let's start with you, Andy. What are you thinking so far?
I've seen bits and pieces of the show, but I think I have a kind of understanding of the concept of it, so I think I can manage it. Yeah.
Gotcha. You think you got a good grasp of what you're going to be accomplishing.
Yeah, I think I can come up with something.
Sweet. Excited. All right, and what about you, Daniel? What's your thoughts?
Definitely got a good feel for the theme. I'll have to decide which type of bending I'm going to go with and then kind of go from there. And then this could be a trickier one for doing a landscape or a scene. This may require a little more thought.
Sorry, Chris is banging on the window. Oh, no. So, Vogan, having not done minifigure battles before, what are you thinking about this theme, and what's your approach to it?
I'm thinking about the show, and I'm thinking about the different tribes.
Exactly.
I'm definitely going to go with some kind of tribal figure.
Nice. Very cool. All right. Looking forward to all of that. We'll see them again on Friday. Thank you, guys. 3 hours later. So, after an entire week of building, we have 3 builds and 3 figures on the table here. Very different creations to look at. Some big ones, some smaller ones. So, we're ready to dive in here. Avatar was the prompt. Did you guys have any issues running into this theme? I think it's a little bit of a different take on the minifigure challenge. Any thoughts from that?
I did after we got the prompt, I went home and did 5 minutes of image searching. And I was like, oh, I guess I have enough understanding to know kind of what's going on.
Yeah, because you haven't really seen the show too thoroughly, just an episode or two beforehand, right? Yeah.
And just a clip or two of the cabbage guy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the main highlights you want to see, right? I mean, that's all.
I wish I would have thought of it sooner because, I really thought, as soon as I was almost done with my build, I was like, I should have gone with the cabbage bender because that's the only part of the show I know.
Well, next time we do this, you'll know what to do. There you go.
go.
All right, so do you guys run into any issues? You guys were pretty straightforward on your ideas?
The only issue I had was really narrowing it down to which kind of bending I wanted to do.
That's true.
I knew I wanted to do a secondary form of bending, so some of my other ideas were combustion bending, the guy who shoots the thing out of his forehead, or even maybe blood bending, but that would have been a little scary, I think. But,
yeah. Well, thank you for keeping it PG. We appreciate
yeah.
Not just blood everywhere. Just a pile of red bricks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. What about you, Vogan? How'd you go?
Waterbending is my favorite, so that was the first thing I thought of, and I just rolled with it.
There you go. Awesome. All right. So, who would like to present their character and their build first? Andy, would you like to start since you're on the end of the table?
Oh, sure. So I have my water tribe. He's out fishing, and he's supposed to be fishing and all that, but he's got that. He's a waterbender.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, I'm gonna use this time when I'm by myself to practice waterbending.
Yeah, get
so
better. Yeah.
I'm not gonna embarrass myself in front of everybody. But he winds up
having an accident
as he's waterbending. He doesn't realize there's a fish in the big bubble that he's created.
Yeah.
The fish jumps out, scares him half to death, and now he's going to be swimming home.
There you go.
It's capsized.
I really like the fact that you've created a story that you can see physically. So that's nice, Andy. That's awesome. And so you used a lot of clear pieces for the main area of the build?
Yeah, I wanted to really use my water idea, kind of really show that it's water.
Exactly. Embrace the water side of the water tribe guy that you created here. Does he have a name?
From what I found on Google Translate, and I hope I don't terribly mess this up, it's Hyochi.
Okay.
Is Chinese for like water of the earth.
Oh. Cool.
So like an ocean or body of water.
Interesting. Almost like a lake or something like that.
Yeah.
So
I wanted to kind of go with that because I did a tiny bit of research and found that a lot of it is based off of China and stuff. So
yeah, Asian culture is very prevalent in Avatar for sure. So very cool. And we'll break into the criticisms after everyone's presented. So let's move right along to Daniel. What is your build going on here? What's this story here?
Yes, so I decided to go big, and I will not be going home. This is one of the members of the Republic City Metal Bending Police Force. So basically they've got like these spools of steel cable on their back. They're basically Spider-Man. They can like shoot them out of their wrists and catch bad guys, and they definitely swing between the buildings. So that's kind of what I was going for here. So naturally I had to go tall with these building facades to give him something to swing between, to give it that kind of action scene. So lots of fun printed parts in there. Got some Fire Nation references, and of course there is a crate of somebody selling cabbages, somebody who's not pictured because there's only one minifigure allowed. But,
Yeah.
Got to get the cabbage reference in there. So the Metal Bending Police are from Legend of Korra, so that's why I worked in that original Avatar reference there for some people who might not have seen that one. But
gotcha.
I definitely pushed the limits with what constitutes a landscape.
Yeah, where did I put that? Let me get the ruler really quick. We'll double check just for the camera.
Yeah, sure.
Here. Because the size guidelines, I might have said them in the beginning of the video.
I texted Mark to make sure.
It's typically 16 by 16 and under a foot is what I said.
Under a foot, okay.
So we're good. He's got an inch and a half to spare.
Okay.
Almost 2 inches, really. So you're good.
Excellent.
In the size wise, but pretty close.
Yes. My argument was going to be if people said that it was not a landscape, I was going to say, well, it's an urban landscape. That's
That's
what it's called.
I like it, yes. And I haven't seen Korra, but I have seen clips from the show in the Republic City and how interesting that scene is. So yeah, I do understand the reference, just like I understood Andy's awesome ocean with the icebergs and stuff. It's very Avatar-esque.
For sure. I also used, the head that I used was actually one of the original Avatar heads from one of the Firebenders, I think. So It's got that kind of art style in it.
Very cool. Well, excellent presentation, Daniel. We're going to move right along to Vogan's build. Vogan, describe your character and your scene for us.
So my character is like a take on Zuko if he was in the Water Nation.
Wow.
Like an evil Water Nation.
Evil waterbender in the Water Tribe,
He's been cast out by his people, just like...
He's an outcast.
He's an outcast, but this one's name is Cusco. This is Prince Cusco.
Prince Cusco.
Not Zuko.
Does he get poised?
he's afraid of poison.
He's pretty groovy though.
Okay. That's awesome.
Let's see. I kind of went with like a diorama piece. I just wanted to
A frame
have a
around your
good
build.
display for the figure. I thought it was pretty cool. I got a Kylo Ren head in there with the scar.
Hey,
So
there we go.
It's
yeah.
like, it's a waterbender
Mhm.
for sure. Instead of like the flame mark
Yeah.
on Zuko's face, it's just a different rendering, I guess.
Exactly, and you got some clear pieces, clear water pieces, building them up those round 2x2 bricks.
Yeah.
No, I think it looks pretty interesting. It's like I know you were pressed for time quite a bit. I mean, finishing literally at the last few minutes, but yeah, it looks good. So
I've been
good job.
there.
Yeah, I think everybody's been there at some point. I think Andy was pretty diligent about starting early and getting done early, but
yeah, I completed mine the day before we filmed this.
there you go.
Okay, all right.
I wasn't really worried about the base as much as the figure. I thought the figure was pretty cool.
Yeah, you were focusing your efforts there, though. Yeah, very cool. All right, so now is when we open up the floor to criticism. So I guess since we ended with Vogan's, let's start with Vogan's. What are your thoughts of Vogan's build here?
I like the very base here where you can see he's got the slopes.
Yeah,
I
the
would've-
nicely crafted frame. Yeah.
I think it would look a little better if it weren't the round pieces, if it were actually tiles.
So
and
it's
if
more
it
of a
were
square edge on
built-
there.
If it were built more up instead of just the
Stair
round,
steps. Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
it looks really good.
Gotcha. So you like everything. You have a few criticisms for the frame, right? So yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What about you, Daniel?
I actually like the use of the curved slopes. I
Hmm.
think it's a frame style I haven't seen before. It, for whatever reason, it kind of gives me that sort of Asian influence kind of vibe.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I think maybe it could have just used a little more breathing room if the blue plate was either an 8x8 or something.
Yeah.
But I do like that border style.
Yeah,
I
but-
also like the kind of helix effect there with the water. That's very nice.
Absolutely, yeah. I think Vogan. My only criticism is you could have gone just a few bricks bigger. I know you're pressed for time, so we'll give you a pass this time. But we do have a 16x16 limit. They went to their limits. You could have gone just a little bit further. But I do like your figure. I like your story. It looks great, and hopefully Prince Kuzco convinces as many people as possible to vote for you. But yeah, so let's talk about Daniel's build. Andy, what do you think about Daniel's creation here?
I mean, I find it hard to criticize.
Okay, there you go.
I really like the use of the exo hairpiece
Yeah.
for the cabbage.
The green
That's
hair,
really
yeah.
good. I like how you use the. I don't know if the camera can see this, but the faucet here is kind of spitting water, and it's the Iron Man piece.
Sort of
Energy effect.
blast.
Yes,
Yeah.
energy
Yeah.
effect, and
Yep.
you can see that it's kind of running off the what's it called, and it
The
looks really good.
downspout?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it looks really good.
That's
Thank you.
nice. So
Appreciate that.
some good little details in there for sure. We'll definitely get some B-roll of all three of these creations so people are able to see them, hopefully. But so Vogan, what do you think about Daniel's build?
I like all the building techniques he fit onto this small base.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
very
I made sure there was nothing
Yeah.
around the edges.
Keeping
I
it
wasn't
within
breaching
those
any
size
rules.
limits.
Yeah.
and like when you look through, it looks like you're looking through a city street.
Yeah, detailed
It's very
city
cool.
road or alley they're going down. It's pretty cool.
Mhm.
I'm almost sad that I didn't let you guys put more figures in here because you could have had a duel or something. Now I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
hindsight's 20/20. Anyway,
This could have been a good one for a double fig, but
Yeah.
Maybe
But,
next
so
time we'll
we
go
would have
to
been
a-
pressed for time.
exactly.
Yeah.
But minimal criticisms on Daniel, which is great. So my only criticism is, I think that we'll hopefully solve this problem with good editing and good filming. But if this was a corner, I think you could have had an easier chance of seeing the figure while still having a place to put the figure
I
hanging
did think
from.
about that.
But it still looks great. I love all the details that are added in there, and good job on getting all the way to your size limits too. So nice job, Daniel. Very good. All right, so Andy, we're gonna have them talk about your build now. Let's start with Daniel. What do you think about Andy's creation here?
I really like the use of the kind of fur-lined jacket piece there on the neck, and that combined with the iceberg it really sets the scene as like he's out in these kind of frigid fishing waters, and that kind of adds to like the tenseness of it. Like if you fall out of that boat, like you're gonna be really cold.
It's gonna be a bad day.
yeah. Now I guess he's a waterbender, so if I recall correctly, they have ability to just like extract all the water from
Yeah,
their clothes,
dry
pretty
themselves
quickly and
off.
dry off. But still not going to be a good day.
Yep. Well, what do you think, Vogan, about Andy's scene here?
I like how you can tell it's a fish splashing out of water, but I think the Emmett headpiece is an interesting choice.
Oh, okay.
For the minifigure.
Yep. Well, I think there's a few things. I think Andy is experimenting with water techniques. I really like the blue area. It's a nice square of water. It looks it's you could say it's cut out of it, but I like that effect of it. I also like the built ship. I think it's very well crafted. A lot of intricate brown pieces making that kind of canoe shape. And then the iceberg, and it very much is. It sells the Water Tribe vibe for sure. So really enjoying it. Great job, all three. Minimal criticisms, a few things here and there. You guys are pretty nice. I appreciate that. The last batch was a little bit spicy, so you guys are way better. So, but yeah, so I think maybe we'll see some of those spice in the comments when people are able to vote on any of these three builds. You got Andy, Daniel, and Vogan. So just pick which one you like. Let us know why, and don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that bell too, because then you can see when we actually post those videos. And thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you. Bye-bye.